The beauty of Dota lies in best of threes and double elimination. It offers you a second chance to be able to reclaim a tournament after losing a series, and at this point, a second chance for GPK to prove that he is the up-and-coming mid laner that is all the star power on Gambit. Another opportunity for him is the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest Ember game though. We were debating like what was the last pick or what it should be, and it's not straightforward at all. Like, I was suggesting some wild stuff.
Yes, you were.
But I don't actually know. That's why I think it was such a good outgame, because you needed something that dealt damage, that doesn't get caught easily, that has a reset mechanic, that's tanky enough to frontline. It just felt like there's so many things missing, and I think part of it is because I don't like their support duo. Yeah. Rubik Grimstroke lack in damage real hard. Like, you have some form of control, but Alk doesn't really care if he gets controlled up if you can't actually burst him down at all.
It can become a sick duo when it comes to some team fights, but it's so like situational.
Yeah, it's not even like the Link does anything this game is my problem with it. Like, the best thing it can do, and I'm not even kidding here, is the Rubik has to steal Chain Frost, Laguna Blade, or Roar. Like, that's the only way that I think it's good. And you don't want to have to rely on that. Those aren't easy spells to steal. Maybe Roar is like okay because Beastmaster doesn't have like...
Hanskin gonna go for the skewer play to be able to pick and steal away the bounty rune away from Gambit. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're gonna try and go for the kill onto FNG. Wins on both sides here for Alliance potentially, as FNG just cannot get away from that damn boar. And now it's gonna slow down Dream a bit too.
And remember what I said about the Beast, or the Magnus. I said I only like it right now as a 4 position.
Yep.
I do not like it as a 3. And that's what Alliance have decided to go for.
I mean, what do you think about it as a support 4 position, but in the same...
I actually think this lane is just a wash. It's whatever. Okay. Like, the annoying thing about playing against Alk is unless you can, like, absolutely dumpster his lane, he doesn't really care. Like, mediocre laning phases mean nothing to Alchemists.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of Alchemists lose their, like, mid lane matchup, still come away with a... very well-timed Radiance.
They need to have the absolute sickest laning phase on the side of Gambit to win this game. Like,
and that's where a lot of this lies on GPK, right?
Yeah, GPK has to win a lane that I don't think he can win.
Yeah.
Or it's not easy to win, I should say. I don't think that it's impossible, but I think it's going to be real rough for him.
See what he can do. If he can win his laning phase and then translate that into a very dominant 10-15 minute window, certainly get them to the kind of start they need to be able to defeat this Alchemist with a slower lineup in Omni Knight and Void as his other 2 cores.
It's going to be real impressive if they can't get it done, though.
Nice skewer up the cliff, making sure he couldn't get the purification to secure all that CS. So Nico Baby's now top of the board as a result.
Not getting contested that hard. I figured this would be a pretty free lane for Omni, but Hanskin's doing all the little things right as Stream. They're going to try to go on to 33. He needs some bashes here, though, if he's going to get a kill, like, presumably right now, but doesn't end up getting it, and in fact, cops a lot of damage himself.
Just that Frost Shield. This is why Alliance wanted to put the Lich bottom lane instead. 2 melee heroes up against the Inkswell and Faceless Void combos just a bit too hard, but with the ranged hero and Frost Shield, it makes a lot different.
And Nico Baby is going almost completely uncontested in this lane. They've got the top 3 CS, and I mean, I just like Beastmaster, and GPK actually does
GPK. He actually does manage to get the kill on Limp.
That is
die afterwards, which is a nice little reset for him. Fana almost dying here. Dream is going to time walk forward, begging for a bash, but now after the Fairy Fire, he realizes he's too low, and he has to be running away from Fana, who does have a Mango. He can actually heal up, and if he could get close enough, get a Frost Blast.
He might actually decide to trend this with the Haste Rune, but both players salving up, not really worth his time. He's only level 2. And GPK, I mean, he did it. He got the solo kill on Alina. I didn't think it was going to be possible, but...
Now he's got the experience advantage, which is going to be massive. If he can keep this up, he'll hit level 6 first and might be able to kill Limp as a result of that. Still, though, you always have to wonder about Nico Baby. Bottom lane, they're going to be able to just run in with an Inkswell. Didn't even use the time walk just yet. FNG is going to be turnaround kill, though, from the boar. That's what Dream's going to focus on, but 33 denies it. Just great awareness by him.
Yeah, they're getting every little bit here, and they need to start pressuring the safe lane soon. The Omni Knight's doing just fine, but it's not really the Omni's game that we're trying to enable here.
Yeah. And it's not like they're going to have like a super good rotation from their safe lane either. It's going to have to come from the Ember Spirit. A Chronosphere into an Omni Knight. That doesn't really sound like a killing duo.
No, not at all.
As a result of GPK getting that early kill, he's got Bottle on the way. Nice dodge there with a sleight of fist. At the same time, Shantalo is doing very well for himself in that off-lane position, a bit better than 33's Beastmaster, who's 17-3 right now, but Dream has been really pressured. He keeps on having to go for these kills with the Inkswell combo, but it's not actually alleviating the pressure when it comes to CS.
Vampire's gonna batter away at this courier, but 55 damage, like,
Yeah, you're
it's not a thing. And he's gonna see that there are a lot of stacks for Nico Baby, but what they can actually do about it is a different story entirely.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the Ember Spirit to go up there, get kills, take stacks. There's
credits
just a
to
laundry
GPK.
list of things he has to do.
He did get that solo kill. We said he needed to have a good laning phase.
Yep.
And the main reason for that is eventually you're gonna want to rotate out, and you don't want to lose too much to the Lina.
5-minute bounty runes. Once again, Hanskin playing the sneaky positioning on the enemy side of the map. 33 gonna try and contest Dream here for his bounty rune, but Dream does manage to pick it up, and he's gonna go for the other side of the river, but realizes he has to turn and fight with the Inkswell explosion onto 33. If they can get a bash here, they might be able to get the kill, but 33 kills off the Grimstroke before anything else. The time walk away from Dream.
And 33 is gonna pop a salve.
Mid lane, Fada, LSA, but
Gotta get him again.
GPK, he gets him again. All coming down to the fact that, yes, he killed the Lina first earlier. He gets his level 6 earlier. As a result, immediately takes advantage of that. As soon as he hits 6, he challenges Limp.
And Alliance would be in a real nice position, and they still are, but kills like that, and they can swing a lot of momentum. That's now 2 solo kills by the Ember onto the Lina. It's going to make his rotations feel a lot better, and they're going to need him to make this move into the jungle. Don't allow this Alk to just farm this with his cleave.
Bash, Inkswell, that's going to be a lot of magic damage. Frost Shield, limiting the physical damage, but eventually they should be able to kill him. Himself actually buying a little bit of time. FNG's going to have to hit him with the nuke. Will be able to do so. That cost 33 quite a bit, though.
Feels like he's had like 4 salves.
Yeah, popping so many salves means that, yeah, he's doing okay in CS, but his net worth is going to start dropping.
And now they're going to swap things around as Hanskin's going to leave Nico Baby to his own devices, and he's going to pick up some levels here in the jungle. Wants to take advantage of this. I like this timing. They didn't overstack anything.
Yep.
They're going to make it so that the Ember, it's not really worth his time, even if he were to make some sort of aggressive maneuver.
It really is the earliest you could go into the jungle. He clears 1 stack, gets his level 6 as a result of that. And now with Chemical Rage, he can just freely keep clearing through things.
All 3 players spotted out by that Hawk. Nico Baby a little bit low. He's got
On the ward, but Vampire's going to be spotted here, and Limp doesn't have the mana to be able to work with. The Vampire will be able to get out. Treads up for Dream, still needs another level before he can make a rotation. Concerning thing is that the Alchemist is gone from that lane bottom. They're going to try and go for 33 here. The Inkswell explosion does a good amount of work here, but just no stuns for Dream again. And now FNG being slowed down by both the Frost Shield as well as the Boar. 33 may end up dying. Faceless Void has to catch up to him, and finally the bash comes in. Dream had been waiting for that one far too long.
Yeah, he had that one charged up. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hits in a row, didn't find one.
And now he does have Chronosphere, so we'll see how he's going to use it. Maybe they just keep on trying to kill the Beastmaster, but the Alchemist being missing from top lane, Omni Knight just isn't a hero that can really pressure towers super fast like the Abaddon can.
Yeah, what you need to do is skip the wave.
Yep, and there is going to be the Chronosphere indeed. They are just going to try and kill 33's game as much as possible.
How many deaths in a row is that now by 33?
Yeah, that is 3.
I feel like I just saw that deja vu over and over again.
Yep.
Thought I'm gonna run into FNG here, who is
Chronosphere.
almost certainly dead.
There's nothing they can do. Dream really should just get out, because there's still the Laguna Blade up from the Lina.
And they're protecting this triangle area, forcing them back a little bit. And we haven't really seen this Ember Spirit get as aggressive as we wanted him to. He is going to move into the jungle, but this is a little bit too late.
Yeah.
He wanted to pick up some levels before he did this, and Nico Baby is already migrated to the other side of the map.
Let's just
Find the best neutral stacks for yourself too. The Mud Golems.
Mud Golems,
They
yeah.
are so value for Alchemists.
Ends up being 6 units from one camp.
Yeah, I'd say, by the way, like an 11-minute to 12-minute radiance is very good. 13 is whatever, and then 15 on is like incredibly slow. You're throwing your team's game. But it's really going to come down to this next bounty rune set.
Ending that Primal Roar, but the time walk away just halfway through the animation. He hits the Primal Roar. It's a pretty much guaranteed kill on the Void. He gets away again. So Limp's rotation going to be a little bit ruined here. If anything, GPK might be able to catch him. The Inkswell, nice read from Limp though. Turning around with the LSA, he's going to dodge the stun. And now GPK's rotation is going to be a bit ruined.
I got to be careful about this. But this passive laning phase, even though Omni Knight takes that top tower, you're just creating space for this Alk, who's already at 636 GPM. Hasn't been touched once. His laning phase was fine. He's going to go to the jungle. It's going to be okay there too. What it really comes down to now is slowing down the Radiance as much as you can. Try to secure bounty runes. You have to be there in the next 15 seconds because Shashlo's pushed up so far at top. Maybe they secure those two and they can leave him with only one.
Yeah.
That'd be the ideal situation at this point, because if you give up like 2 out of 4, now you're in a real rough position.
That's why Hanskin, he's again trying to go to the enemy side of the map to get a bounty rune, but this time around, Gambit, they've learned his tricks. They're going to be able to find a kill in addition to the 3 bounty runes they picked up.
Yeah, so now they're going to grab 3. Like you said, help yourself out a little bit in this game, because Nico Baby, his timing is going to be real nice. Just about has it. Recipe, 400 gold away.
So you're pretty adamant that this timing is just too slow from Gambit. They're playing it a little bit too slow.
I thought you were about to say
early pick Alchemist, right?
I thought you were about to say, like, is it too slow of a radiance? I was like, no, that's a phenomenal radiance timing.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic timing for him. But I mean, this is an Alchemist picked up in the first phase. Like, you would think Gambit would have had, you know, a better plan.
Well, the problem with their lineup is, like, they have a lot of poke damage, or like damage that takes like over time for a fight for it to pay off.
Yeah,
that's where Alk is like the strongest, because he doesn't really care about your poking.
Smoke's gonna break, and they're not quite sure where it's gonna be. Now they ping it, yep, down in the trees, but Limp has already left that area. But fortunately, there's GPK to the rescue. They're gonna be able to get the Chronosphere. A little bit delayed there as the trees blocking out, but the Inkswell should be able to ensure the kill. Gambit is GPK.
This is the one bright spot for them, though.
Yeah.
How much GPK has abused Limp this game.
It certainly has. And this is kind of what we want to see them, right? You're taking some early towers.
You're making Nico Baby's job a little bit harder by putting yourself in this position, because now they've lost mid tower. They're getting some semblance of map control, and it only takes 2 or 3 rotations into the Alk's triangle to slow him down a bit. He's not unkillable at this point. They need a little bit more before he gets to that point. And it's not even like Nico Baby really wants to fight in this position.
Mass rotations. They're going to lead off with the LSA from Vampire. They will be able to get that kill. Meanwhile, the Primal Roar doesn't do a damn thing to GPK.
Yeah, Nico Baby's just out.
Hanskin. Nico Baby says, my time is better spent farming while my supports are chased around and eventually killed by GPK, who now has a killing spree.
Yeah, he's had a very good game for himself, but he's almost being doubled up by this Alk. If it wasn't for GPK's heroics in mid lane, I would say that this game was all but wrapped up. Yeah, we're going to see Alliance in 2 straight LAN finals.
As a result, GPK is getting very big, and now Dream, he gets really, really lucky. He can maybe go for the kill on Lem. First hit bash isn't good enough. He needed a second hit too. It does seem like Gambit playing just a bit slower. Maybe they think they're confident that Faceless Void, they'll be able to survive that really hurtful mid-game window that an Alchemist reaches. We'll have to see. Plenty of teams have tried, many have failed. Gambit be the ones to make the difference. Those 33s farm doing straight Vlads, no boots. I've been seeing this from 33. He really likes the early Vlads
Dire's
a lot.
bottom tower is
That's
under
such a good item for his Alk in this game.
Yeah.
It's not even like he needs, I don't even think the pipe is that
The
important.
RP on GPK. Activates the shrine immediately. The Primal Roar stormed by Vampire, but there is going to be that Frost Shield now. The Primal Roar turned around on GPK, and the RP not quite being laid out until the Sleight of Fist is gone. He does have the Chronosphere though, and they just don't have the damage anymore. They're going to be able to lock down the two in the back line. GPK out of mana, has another Sleight of Fist, trying to dodge some damage. Purification comes out. He's going to be saved. Inkswell stun, actually stopping the skewer at the same time that GPK's run down. Now the Laguna Blade onto FNG as well. They're turning around. The double Laguna Blade out from Vampire. Looks sick with a Fade Bolt, but it just wasn't enough damage to get either kill, and Dream had already backed himself up. A 2-for-3 exchange with the Alchemist farming away.
Vampire was insane there, by the way.
Yeah.
He has stolen Roar, Laguna Blade in that one fight alone, and they still don't have enough damage to win that fight. That tells you how deficient this lineup is.
Yeah, we're going to see that one again. Their
Maybe if they had waited for the... But there was nobody else nearby.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good at this point where so many stuns were being used on GPK and he still lives through it all. But then he just ends up running out of mana so quickly. And while they get that one kill on Hanskin at top, GPK gets run down. The last bit of magic damage is what's required to get that kill. Back into the game we go though. GPK good at his vengeance. Can slow him down with a sinister. He's still with a Sleight of Fist, but limp. He does indeed limp away, but one more slight to skewer back. That's going to be the distance he needs. Hanskin says, take me, not him, and they will take him indeed. Hanskin falls, but at least limp gets away.
Meanwhile, at bottom lane,
has fallen.
the true threat of this game, Big Boss himself on this Alchemist.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they get 3 bounty runes again for Gambit. It's looking like it. Eco Baby though, with almost having the Manta.
I feel like I saw this game, the TNC one, yesterday against Gambit, where Gambit just struggled to ever bring this hero down.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Do you feel like Gambit has made any adjustments since then?
In their lineup, no, but in their play itself, yeah. I mean, I think they're doing the right things. They're taking over the jungle. They're trying to make the map smaller and smaller. I mean, look at their ward vision alone. They've placed so much vision into the triangle, which is not easy to do, and oftentimes it's going to get dewarded, but you're doing everything you can to slow down this Alchemist. But the problem with playing against Alk is he's going to get his. No matter what, Alk will get big.
Yeah.
And Nico Baby's adjusting to the fact that he's assuming they have ward vision, and he's just taking over Gambit's jungle. There will always be somewhere for Alk to farm as long as Alliance are grouped up ready to defend and they play as 4. So what Gambit thinks is, we're shrinking the map, but in reality, you're shrinking the map for like 3 heroes, but Nico Baby will just farm your jungle instead, and he's going to be just fine doing that.
Yeah.
He's still incredibly far ahead of anybody else in the game. He's almost double the net worth of your own carry. And they need to take some fights like right now if they're gonna get anything done.
Becoming a little bit too long of a stalemate. GPK is gonna pull the trigger with the Inkswell, gets the stun onto 33. 1 pick off. Now Dream thinking about going for more. He's getting for the Chronosphere on Nico Baby. Thanks to the ward that they had laid out into the triangle, just as you were talking about. They're gonna try and threaten Nico Baby here with the Omni Knight, giving them extra bit of safe with the running damage. Now the double Fate Bolt though comes in. Vampire gets the kill on Nico Baby, and Gambit can pursue the tier 2 tower push.
And their aggressive ward vision allows them to get that fight. Nico Baby deciding to try to fight despite the fact that his Beastmaster had been picked off. That's the first mistake I've seen him make in maybe these 2 games total.
Yeah. He also just seemed to make like he had no idea that they were just going to time walk up there in Chronosphere and figured they can't have vision up here in the triangle.
That is going to get dewarded for sure.
Oh yeah.
Alliance will know, but it pays off because they're getting some map control out of it. And now it's starting to hurt them quite a bit that this Ember's had such a good start.
Yeah.
And this Lina hasn't.
Nico Baby getting caught like this also turns into just extra kills. In fact, I think they're a little lucky that Limp got out alive. GPK. Not sure if Searing Chains was still on cooldown or if he missed it, but that could have been 2 more kills on top of the out just because he gets caught. Yule Scepter lets Limp get away.
GPK's being a boss right now. He's just leading fight after fight. You saw that they lost the fight. They immediately go in anyways.
Right now, Limp's gonna try and get the 2-man stun, and he does. Looking for the blow up on the Rubik, almost almost gets him, but the Purification comes in time, and now the Laguna Blade's been stolen. But Vampire, oh, nice. They do manage to quickly dispel off that stun. Vampire's ready to turn in a second here, but Nico Baby's looking to just run down this support and another Purification. Helping him out. Chemical Rage, GPK is into the back lines, just chasing away the rest of Alliance heroes before jumping to the triangle.
They've gotta be patient, Alliance. Nico Baby will carry this game. You just don't want to have to bring them into these engagements so early on. Like, they were doing such a good job of creating space for him, but the decision to bring him back into these fights, I feel like, is a bad one.
It's like when we were talking about the Wraith Kings and Lifestealers, the Midas Radiance, that's not your timing. It's the item after that. Same goes with the Manta Radiance on Alk. You're not actually that tanky. You need one more item before
you saw Armel yesterday. He did not fight before he had heart.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of the position that you want to put Gambit in, where you get this heart. Gambit can never burst you down. You've got this frost armor for him too, so he doesn't really need that armor item. And suddenly he's real strong. But as a result of him getting forced back into his own jungle, he might even just go down.
Kill. They should be able to. Nico Baby, the RP coming out. No, he doesn't actually use it there because Nico Baby's already dead. Now they're going to be able to hit the Chronosphere on the right-hand side. Lim is in trouble. GPK is going to jump in to make sure that mid laner of Alliance is dead. And with the two cores dead and a support down as well, they can immediately go high ground.
I think Alliance, they're counting their chickens before they hatch. I think they realize, like, this is a very good out game. You don't really have to do too much, but feels like they're just getting cocky. They're making plays, thinking like, oh, well, the game will eventually be over. And Nico Baby was doing such a good job of avoiding his own jungle, but credit to Gambit for their aggressive warding. This is really what makes the difference.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just the play, it's Dream gets that Chronosphere off because he sees vision on the map. And they're going to take this Rax because they have vision in the enemy jungle. Like, they're getting out-warded right now, and Alliance haven't found any of those wards. Those two wards that spotted him coming into the shrine in the first place are still up. The fact that the left one by the neutral camp is still alive is insane to me.
Yeah, that's a little bit egregious, but they just haven't been given any window of time. Finally, Alliance will punish Gambit for their aggressive positioning, catching two as Gambit trying to split up across the map to pick up bounty runes. Instead, Nico Baby's able to find two.
Yeah, Nico Baby's probably begging his team, please, slow down this game. Everything was fine 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Game has taken a sharp turn since then. It's now at 20 minutes in, a 4,000 net worth lead for Gambit. We're against an Alchemist lineup. They've taken the mid tower as well as the ranged barracks and can take shrines at their leisure as well, because they're probably still stronger in team fights.
Yeah, and what I really didn't like about that play when he got caught in the jungle is, where are his supports?
Yeah.
The only way that you farm into your own jungle there, when you've lost your mid tier 1 and your tier 2 and the top tier 1 and tier 2, you have to be there. You have to be able to protect them. And if you're not, then you shouldn't be there. Go to the triangle area where you've got a shrine instead.
Yeah. Smoke up from Alliance. They're trying to get aggressive, trying to go for pickoffs. Limp. Not getting the Yules after that time walk there.
Oh, like actually die now.
You know, I feel that. You know you're gonna get caught anyway. Just run into them.
Yeah, but Roshan might be a thing now too. And indeed it is.
Yeah.
By losing that Lich, one of two things happens. Either you show that you have vision, and Lich buys back, and you all in for this Roche fight, which is still scary. They've got Chrono in 1 second. They got more than enough damage too.
Oh, certainly.
And Alliance don't want to take this fight because, again, they're Alk. He wants a little bit more time for this.
Unstable Concoction already used. It may not be up in time. 5 seconds before Roshan falls. He does have the Blink Dagger. He can make a big splash here with 1 initiation. They do manage to find Limp, though. The silence laid out onto him. Now the Chronosphere with Nico Baby having the Unstable Concoction already popped. He's going to stun himself with the Ink Swallow to follow it up. It is just chain stun. Nico Baby's Sinister Gaze. Buying him a little bit more time with God of War, but it's not enough. The damage comes in. Now the Purification out on a Dream to keep him healthy as they just pick off Alliance one after another. 33 is going to be the 3rd kill. Looks like Hanskin, they know where he's at.
And the Roshan.
He's going to try and chase him down with the Arcane Rune.
Hanskin's just going to farm. He's like, I'm dead.
Yep,
I know you guys are catching up to me.
He's going to try and push out the lanes as best he can, but an ultra kill for GPK. The star mid laner of Gambit. We structured this story for Game 2 about being about his play. We said for Game 1, he needed to be able to carry more than his share.
He needs to do the impossible.
He did it in Game 2.
I actually can't believe how well he's playing right now. He has gone completely off. He has ruined Limp's game. Limp's decision to go for the Yule Scepter there. You're tipping off that you know that you see them. They've got gap close, and you've used your only defensive ability. There's no save on your team. Once you use that Yule's, the Ember Spirit feels perfectly fine chasing after you. The cores are just not coordinated this game on Alliance. I feel like They rushed this game a little bit too much.
Nico Baby taking so much damage from that Mjolnir already. Dream, oh, they do manage to hit that LSA, and now Dream's going to be able to maybe slow down somebody with Inkswell just out of range to be able to go for Limb, so instead he catches 33, who does have a buyback. He's going to use it immediately. Dream, still man fighting against Nico Baby. He's got a Purification coming in. Nico Baby's not going to win this man fight, and it's still against an Aegis. That's why the Skewer comes in, trying to take the RP, but GPK jumps in the back lane, not quite enough to get the kill into Nico Baby. GPK instead tries to go for Limb, but he's going to use up LSA. Dodge with the Sleight of Fist, while Dream does manage to finish off Bada. Go back to the buildings, reset for GPK.
Now they don't have the ulti on the Alk, so he's got to be a little bit careful.
They just got to give this lane up, I think. No RP.
Take out the Aegis, but I don't think they can take this fight 4-on-5. And Limp had to use the buyback too, as did 33. So any sort of diebacks, real worrisome for Alliance right now.
This is looking like Alliance is going to have one last shot at being able to stall out this game. But a double chains, Vampire thought about it because he does have the LSA, but now they're going to try and retreat without losing anybody, covering each other with 4 staffs and slows.
The Shrine being taken out. Dream doesn't have the Aegis, so maybe they want to just wait a little bit. They do have a Manta now on him. He's going to push out this bottom lane. The rest of his team looking to connect. They want to apply the pressure to Alliance. They smell blood right now.
Yeah, they certainly do. 28-11, a 13,000 net worth lead against an Alchemist. All they have to do is just march down lanes as long as they don't get caught anywhere.
And this game
should be easy.
For Alliance has to be so disappointing.
Yeah.
You had an Alk with Cleave. And he's not that much more farm than everybody else. Like 6,000 gold at this point when the 3 cores on Gambit are so far ahead is actually unreal. Like, look how far down the next Alliance hero is. It's Limp, barely has anything. It's like,
just a straight up a 2-man Chronosphere. That's going to be 33, almost dead immediately. And now Nico Baby in trouble. He does have the Frost Shield. That'll slow down some of the damage, but it's just not looking like it. They have so much magic damage on top of that.
Vampire stole the Chain Frost.
Bounces around a little bit, but they actually see Hanskin from the cliff area that they were at. He throws out the stolen Chain Frost from Excess Vampire to finish the kill.
Vampire's so good.
He is so good.
Stolen Lina. Stun into that. Limp is gonna pop the Yules.
Let's just make it a full team-wide Piers. GPK shows up to collect Limp's life. Another Sleight of Fist. Wicked sick for him.
11, 2, and 10. This guy, they're gonna call it.
That's it for Alliance. An even series now as Gambit managed to win game 2. Our panel. I think Alan said he could be the next no one.